If I needed any more proof that life can be cruel sometimes, I got it this week. 2 days ago, Ken Jordan's shop burned down. Now, not down, the roof is still intact, but all of his tools are wrecked. The beams are charred, the windows are broken, the oak floor on the floor is going to be buckled up by the water. His little workbench, gone. The big workbench swelled up and the drawers are welded shut. I mean, the oak is swelled up and the top is charred, and it's a disaster. It's something I did not want to see. I went out there to help him get the water back on in his house because the valve that would isolate the shop bathroom water from the house wouldn't work, and so they spent the night with no water in their house because the water meter was off. So we got that fixed. He's talking to his insurance people. He's insured. He's hopefully well insured. But what does that do for the fact that that good man, that craftsman, in a long, painful recovery from a stroke, has needed the therapeutic experience of working in his shop? You've seen the videos we've made there. You've seen the evidence of his superior craftsmanship. You've seen him guiding me through my workbench, which is almost done. And now I get a chance to see him deal with this blow. And he's dealing with it elegantly. He and his wife, no murmuring, no complaining, just a recognition that everything passes away and they will just have to make the best as they regroup. So one of the things that's come out of this for me right now, and I want to come out of it for you right now, is we've got to make sure that our houses and our shops are not going to burn down. He doesn't know how it got started. It must have been electrical. It must have been electrical. It looks like it had an electrical ignition point, and then lots of wood to devour. So I've decided to isolate all of the batteries that I have charging in here. I'm going to make a wood stove, an old wood stove, a charging station for my lithium-ion batteries. If they burn in a wood stove, that's not going to hurt my shop. I'm going to go around and do a temperature check on every outlet and every switch in here and in my house. I'm going to check the landing lugs on all of my panels. I'll probably get Secret Weapon Dave to do this for me. He's going to do it in his shop. I want you to go out and do it in your shop and do it in your house. Because there's a particular type of devastation. I will tell you that my wife's grandparents' house burned down when Kelly and I were newly married. I was probably 22. Moved back to Oregon after she finished college, and lightning struck the peak of her grandparents' house and burned down a long ways before they got it put out. And that was my first real construction job on my own. I rebuilt that little house. It was a good experience. Those dear old people, Sam and Mickey, were in their early 80s, I think, at the time, and they rolled with it. I never saw them weep. I never heard them complain either. Boy, there's an example in this. Sometimes life deals us blows that we just nearly cannot cope with. You know, from Les Mis, sometimes there are storms that we cannot weather, But I'm watching Ken and Elena weather this storm. I intend to be there working around the edges to help them weather it. They would appreciate anything that you had to say in the comments. It's been a great benefit to him to hear your impressions of his craftsmanship. As I know more, I will let you know more. But in the meantime, let's protect against fire if we can. Thanks for watching Essential Craftsman, and keep up the good work.